After decades of captivating the world with her magnetic stage presence, punk rock attitude, and platinum blonde allure, Blondie frontwoman Debbie Harry has finally weighed in on the question fans have been asking for years: who would play her in a biopic? In a new interview, the 79-year-old rock icon, still as sharp-tongued and effortlessly cool as ever, revealed the actress she'd most love to see step into her stilettos for a film about her life and career. And let's just say, her pick has fans buzzing across generations. Debbie Harry's dream casting. She's got the edge, the intelligence, the danger. When asked who she'd want to portray her on the big screen, Debbie Harry didn't hesitate for long before naming her dream actress, Anya Taylor-Joy. Yes, Anya Taylor-Joy could definitely pull it off, Harry said with a sly smile. She's got that mix of otherworldly beauty and raw intensity that I think could really capture who I was back then: the ambition, the glamour, the danger. It's not the first time Harry's name has been linked to the Queen's Gambit star. For years, fans online have noted the eerie similarities between the two women: the large, expressive eyes, the ethereal aura, and that ability to shift effortlessly between icy elegance and punk chaos. She's not afraid to look strange or powerful, Harry continued. And that's something I've always loved in performers. I never wanted to look perfect. I wanted to look interesting. The biopic Blondie fans have been waiting for. Rumors of a Blondie biopic have circulated for years, with multiple producers reportedly expressing interest in telling the story of one of the most influential female figures in music history. But as of now, no official project has been announced. Still, Harry's revelation has reignited excitement about the possibility. Fans immediately took to social media to express their approval. Anya Taylor-Joy as Debbie Harry is genius casting. She already looks like her in certain photos. One fan tweeted, "I can see her doing Heart of Glass and totally nailing it," another added. For a star whose career spans over 4 decades, a biopic feels overdue. From Blondie's rise in the gritty New York punk scene of the late 1970s to Harry's trailblazing work in fashion, film, and activism, her life has no shortage of drama, reinvention, and rebellion. She's an icon who broke the mold for women in rock, music historian Laura Barton told Rolling Stone. Her story isn't just about fame, it's about art, survival, and the constant challenge of being taken seriously as a woman in a male-dominated industry. From CBGB to global stardom, a Blondie biopic would naturally trace Harry's journey from the underground punk clubs of New York City to global pop superstardom. Born in Miami and adopted by a New Jersey couple, Debbie began her career as a waitress and go-go dancer before joining the downtown art scene in the early 70s. By 1974, she'd teamed up with guitarist Chris Stein to form Blondie, a band that would soon revolutionize the sound of new wave. With her peroxide blonde hair and punk couture, Harry embodied the gritty glamour of the New York scene. But Blondie was never just about looks. They blended genres long before it was cool: punk, disco, reggae, and rap, crafting a sound that was both innovative and wildly catchy. Their breakthrough came with Parallel Lines' 1978 featuring hits like Heart of Glass, One Way or Another, and Hanging on the Telephone. Suddenly, Blondie wasn't just a punk band, they were chart-topping pop stars. "I wanted to show that you could be tough and feminine," Harry reflected in her memoir Face It. "You didn't have to pick one or the other." Why Anya Taylor-Joy fits the role perfectly. Anya Taylor-Joy, who first gained global recognition for her haunting performance in The Witch 2015, has since proven her range with roles in Emma, The Queen's Gambit, and Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Harry said she admires Taylor-Joy's intensity and intelligence, qualities she sees as essential to capturing the spirit of her younger self. "People forget how surreal those early days were," she said. "New York was dangerous, chaotic, and beautiful. You had to have this strange combination of innocence and street smarts to survive it." Anya has that. The actress's own reputation for choosing bold, offbeat roles aligns perfectly with Harry's punk sensibilities. And her talent for embodying complex, emotionally layered characters could bring depth to the story behind the glitter and fame. "She's mesmerizing," Harry added. "You can't take your eyes off her," and that's what Blondie was all about. The look, the attitude, the sound, it was all meant to hypnotize you. A story beyond the music. A biopic about Debbie Harry would have no shortage of material. Beyond her musical success, Harry has led a life filled with resilience, reinvention, and artistic exploration. She has been open about surviving sexual assault, navigating the challenges of fame, and supporting her longtime partner Chris Stein through a serious illness. Despite these hardships, she's remained fiercely independent, never allowing herself to be boxed in by the industry. In the 1980s, she launched a solo career, appearing in films like Videodrome and Hairspray. She also became a fashion muse for designers like Vivienne Westwood and Steven Sprouse, influencing everyone from Madonna to Lady Gaga. She wasn't just a singer, she was a cultural force, fashion journalist Lynn Yeager said. Debbie changed the way women could look and act in pop culture. She made rebellion glamorous. Previous attempts and possible directions. Several filmmakers have reportedly attempted to bring Harry's story to screen in the past. In 2011, rumors surfaced about a possible Blondie project involving actress Kristen Stewart, but it never materialized. Harry herself has always been cautious about how her story is told. "I've had people approach me about biopics before," she said. "But I think it has to be done right. It can't just be a nostalgia trip, it has to capture the feeling of that time." She's even open to a more unconventional approach. "It doesn't have to be a straight biopic," she mused. "It could be something a little surreal, something dreamlike, because that's how it all felt." The late 70s were like living inside a movie directed by David Lynch. That comment has only fueled speculation that an avant-garde, music-driven film might eventually happen, with a mix of gritty realism and surreal visual storytelling. The legacy of Blondie. Nearly 50 years after Blondie's debut, the band remains a vital part of pop culture. Songs like "Call Me" and "Rapture" still appear in films, commercials, and fashion shows, while artists from Miley Cyrus to Harry Styles cite Debbie as an influence. Even now, Harry continues to tour, record, and collaborate with new artists, refusing to fade quietly into rock history. "People always ask me how I stay inspired," she said. "And the truth is, I still feel that same curiosity I had when I was 25. I still love getting on stage, seeing what happens next." That energy and curiosity are exactly what would make her story so compelling on screen, a reminder that behind the platinum hair and punk hits lies a woman who never stopped pushing boundaries. A biopic fans would line up to see. If a Blondie biopic were to move forward with Anya Taylor-Joy as Debbie Harry, it could easily become one of the most anticipated music films of the decade, following in the footsteps of Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocketman. And given Taylor-Joy's proven track record and magnetic screen presence, it's easy to imagine her commanding the stage as Harry once did, singing "Heart of Glass" under blinding lights while chaos swirls around her. For now, the project remains a dream, but one that feels increasingly possible. "Why not?" Harry said, grinning. "I think Anya could surprise a lot of people. She has that spark, the same kind that made people stop and stare when Blondie first came out. And that's the whole point, isn't it?" Debbie Harry's timeless appeal. At nearly 80, Debbie Harry continues to defy expectations. She's as chic and unpredictable as ever, attending art shows, performing with Blondie, and inspiring a new wave of artists who admire her fearless individuality. Her ability to blend vulnerability with defiance, style with substance, has made her more than just a rock star. She's an enduring symbol of self-reinvention. And now, with her dream actress revealed, fans are more eager than ever to see her story told in full cinematic glory. "I've always believed in taking risks," Harry said. "That's what life and art are about. If someone can capture that on screen, well, I'd love to see it." Whether or not a Blondie biopic ever hits theaters, one thing is clear: Debbie Harry's story is far from over, and her influence will continue to echo through every rebellious note, every fearless performance, and every bold artist who dares to follow in her footsteps.